When I run for president in 2028, Tech for President, policy position statement, DRM and rootkits will be illegal. I find them to be a security threat, and I find them from any company, be they Sony, be they Tencent, be they an American company. I am a firm believer that you own your hardware and have the right to control what's installed, and you purchasing a game does not give them the right to install kernel level access. And that would have to go away. Whether they would do it through negotiations or whether they would do it through an antitrust lawsuit through the Justice Department, that would be pretty high on my list. Of course, Apple wouldn't like me very much either, because I would also say that you have the right to install software outside of the App Store because you own your hardware and they don't. I'm not against capitalism. I'm not against business, but I do believe in consumer protection and consumer rights for people's hardware. And I think that the large tech companies have taken advantage of their position to use their power to push behaviors that would never be acceptable in any other circumstance. I also think end user license agreements are ridiculous, and the way they're currently done should be thrown out too. Vote for me in 2028. Yes, at least him. Hopefully he votes for me. WREF in chat says DRM sucks. It's why I like GOG so much. Oh, well, you'd love me then. Software developers that sell commercial software and want copyright protection must make the source code available to the U.S. Copyright and Patent Office. It can be kept secret initially. But when your copyright or trademark expires, when your patents expire, when you stop commercially selling it, the source code has to be released. We have a real problem with the fact that large amounts of code and commercial software is being lost to history as the developers move on, companies go bankrupt. The ability to maintain and develop and learn from code that is closed source, proprietary, and never available is a problem. There needs to be a central repository of this stuff. I'm not saying it all has to be made available instantly, but it needs to eventually become made available. And if you go bankrupt and your assets don't get purchased off, or there's something happens, then who's going to pick up support without the code? There needs to be some balance of rights between developers and the consumers of software code that respects society's long-term interests. Of course, I'd also undo the last copyright extension that was done for Disney, so Disney wouldn't like me either. How would I ever become elected president when Apple and Disney and all these corporations would hate my guts?
Well, just look what the government's doing to Google and Apple and Facebook at the moment.
They're not doing much.
They're trying.